Hello, welcome to Tackling Tech. I'm Harjit, Senior Product Marketing Manager for Cloud Endpoints at Microsoft. This is a great episode. I'm joined by my two friends, Microsoft MVPs, Sandy and Jannik. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Okay, so we're at MMS in Minneapolis, and it's going well? Everything's good?
Yes,
It's perfect. I love this event.
Yes, and you both did some sessions as well, right?
yes. I had quite before we sitting here. I had my first session, and it was really nice. A nice experience to meet everyone. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to ask you, how tall are you?
What do you think?
6'4".
I'm 198 centimeters.
Okay, what's that in?
I don't know.
Okay, 198. We'll have to do the math. All right,
Yes.
sounds good. All right, so let's kick this off. We're just going to have a conversation. You're both IT pros. You're working with customers, things like that, right? And you see various things out there. What are the projects or challenges that customers are looking at today or doing today compared to like maybe 2 or 3 years ago?
Mm.
You want to start?
Yeah, I think currently AI is really accessible for everyone. This means you see it, you see the potential, but in my point of view, it's the beginning. If we look 1, 2, 3 years in the future, it will change everything, how we manage our devices, how we manage our security, and also how we interact with machines, with the internet, with our endpoints, how we connect the different portals. Currently, everything is dedicated. You have to look in different reports, in different portals, and I think the future is really...
It's going to streamline into one,
It's
right?
streamlined, and your language is really to formulate what you want to do in English and not longer to check where's the right place to find your informations or to trigger actions on your endpoints or on your backends.
Okay, so this is the area that you think customers are now starting to look at that, right?
Yes.
Compared to before, where it was just your traditional device management and policies and stuff like that. Okay, what about you, Sandy?
What I see is funny thing is, a couple of years ago, when we tried to move the customer from the on-prem to the cloud, it always has challenge. We have to convince them a lot, like why we need to explain why you should not do the on-prem and try to move into the cloud.
Okay.
But now the time has changed suddenly for some really funny reasons. So we have recently few customer contact us and saying that, hey, we need the help. Why? Well, because our config manager, the server is dying.
Okay.
The server are so old because it was built like maybe 5 or 10, and then the hardware, everything is just shutting down. So they have to rebuild everything. But the funny thing is, instead of rebuild that, they were thinking, should we rebuild the config manager or should we just move to intern?
Right.
So the conversation begins, and then they have internal discussions that should they rebuild everything, or they just ask us, hey, how about we just try out that we just move everything to the cloud?
To the cloud.
Yes.
It was perfect timing, right?
Perfect timing, and we don't need to convince them because they wanted that now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different.
Yeah, and I think that was a good opportunity, right? You saw like, hey, okay, they are starting to realize they have issues.
Yes.
Hardware is dying, it's getting old, and you know, even if you solve that problem, they're still going to end up with that problem a few years down the road, right?
Yes, exactly.
So might as well take the leap now and go and
try something
so
new.
how they liking it so far?
They actually love it.
See,
Yes.
you showed them the new way.
Yeah, we showed them the new way. And also the thing is, for the internal IT, if you have some IT doing on-prem and some IT doing the cloud, you split your resources.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be way better they focus the knowledge just in one spot. So they just move all the IT, chain
They
them.
pull their IT skills and resources into
Yes.
one. I love that. That's something you don't hear about usually, like people talking about separation of IT resources and stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah, and the point here is also the IT will become more and more complex. You have more systems, you have more applications, and also with a move to the cloud, you can shift some responsibilities to Microsoft. You not longer have to take care about your infrastructure, about the whole maintenance, about updates of your servers. And this is also the point. What I think what your point and the AI point have in common. AI helps you to simplify stuff, but also the move to the cloud will also shift some responsibilities from your company to Microsoft, who took over this role.
Yeah, and we're also seeing things like auto patch, right?
Yes.
To solve or help customers with patching, and right, we've taken the responsibility. You still have control.
Yes,
but
we can configure configurations.
Let us do that
yes.
for you while you do other things, right? Try to figure out AI and Copilot and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's in the end, currently we have a world which is moving really fast. You have a lot of
Really
possibilities, technologies, and I think the companies should focus on their core competencies. They have smart people who can create solutions, who can drive technologies, but everything what you can shift away from you should do. And also with AutoPatch, as you already mentioned, but also in the Intune suite, you have answers to questions where you not have to solve by your own. You have it as full package, which makes your life easier.
Makes the life easier, yeah. So what about security? What are your customers asking you about in that area? Because security is hot, it's big, right? And Microsoft's really, really invested in making sure security is first in everything. So I'm sure you're having some conversations about tightening their security posture, using some of the built-in tools and stuff like that. So,
well, one thing is like conditional access. So conditional access from the HR team is like protecting the identity and also require the device to be compliant, for example. So that is also one big benefit how now customers are moving from the on-prem to Intune managed devices. So that we can benefit with the compliance and with the conditional access and so on. And then another thing we seeing is the cloud PKI that is really good.
That's a
product.
game changer, isn't it?
Yes, it's a game changing.
Yeah.
Because we have customers were using the on-prem SCAP.
Yes.
Right. And then also had issue before the server is again some problems and then it causing enrollment failure and stuff like that. But then with the cloud PKI, it's game changing.
Yes.
It's way easier. Then you don't have to maintain your on-prem PKI and go through all the troubles.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because I didn't think about that actually. Cloud PKI, that's hot right now.
Yes.
And well, what about you, Jannik?
I see the move to the cloud, what you mentioned, is currently done by a lot of companies. I think it's not anymore a big challenge. I think there are a lot of references who already go this step. But security and AI is the future. And I think also in security, you have new ways how you can do this. You should not longer trust your on-premise network. For me, the on-premise network is really similar to the internet. You should really go to zero trust approaches, to modern ways. You should follow the recommendations. Also,
assume breach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What Microsoft provides you as recommendation, you can follow this because I think you invest millions and billions of euros in security. You have the best experts, and I think small companies cannot bring so much resources in this topic than Microsoft do.
Yeah, excellent. Great points. So, what other things, other projects that's hot right now that you guys are helping?
We have we have big customers, and we have now doing a lot of projects. It's like testing how they do fully cloud, so like just only Entra John and with Intune managed devices, and not VPN anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because it costs more troubles. What else we have? We implement conditional access for many customers because they understand the security is really important. Yeah.
So what about things like printing, universal print? Because I've seen that have started to shift as well, right? I've talked to some customers that they've moved everything to the cloud, servers, clients, you name it. But one thing that was left behind is print servers. And so once they understood and they started learning about universal print, they did the flip. They got rid of their data centers. They don't need it anymore. Everything's just cloud focused.
Yeah, I think when you have the green field and if you draw the ITIA world, you are really cloud native. You have everything in your cloud. You no longer have data centers. But in the ITIA world, it's not the reality. I think it's not possible. You have legacy applications. You have some devices which are critical, who maybe steer productions and stuff like this. and you cannot go blind to cloud and say, hey, now everything we shift
Right.
up. And I think also in printers, companies will also have some challenges in this direction. But as already mentioned, in the ideal world, you bring everything in the cloud, and then you also lower your dependencies and also your challenges you have.
Yeah. So a couple more things, like for example, I want to talk about Windows 11 and Windows 365. So how's that trending up, and how's that momentum hitting with your customers and or other IT professionals?
Most of our customers are already using Windows 11. Yeah, I don't think I have customers are using Windows 10 anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yes, most of them are really on the 11 side, and then many of them are using the cloud PC as well. And most often they're using cloud PCs actually using as a privileged access workstation.
Oh,
They love
interesting.
it. Yes.
Okay.
So we have few customers using that as a privileged access station. Even we in our company, we're using that for ourselves.
You do
as
the
well.
same thing?
Yes.
Oh, so you, okay. What better way, right? If you use it yourself, now you can help your customers like, hey, we're doing it, right? We are example of it. That's fantastic. No, cloud PC has been taking off. I mean, it's got a lot of use cases, right? Mergers and acquisitions of companies, you immediately onboard, employees from the other company to this company really fast in day one. Otherwise, you're like, oh, wait a minute, we got to create accounts. And what do we do with their machines? Do we re-image them? Do we, things like that.
Yes, it's so easy to just using the cloud PC.
And for, I think this technology as such is commodity. There is virtualization is in the field still since years, but I'm always shocked how many innovative stuff is in Windows 365 and how good the end user experience is when you use it. And it's a great service.
Oh yeah,
I would say.
Frontline worker and all that stuff. Oh my God, there's so much more coming up.
Yes.
It's going to be great. So any last thoughts and stuff like that you want to share in the world of technology and Microsoft land, or,
Well, I would say,
what excites you?
Don't be afraid to try new things. I mean, the first time when Microsoft published some new product, we are like hesitate sometimes, but I will usually get super excited about them. I just try them out.
Let me try it.
Let me try it. I want to try it. I want to be in the private preview. I want to try everything. They may not perfect at the beginning, but they will, because we need someone to try it out and give feedback.
It's baby steps,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Until you don't try it, you're not going to be able to give feedback on what is not working out or what you want to get out of it, right? So then they keep improving the products.
Exactly.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, I also see this similar. I think you should not see blockers or see stuff. You should really see challenges and potential in all these technologies. And I think also Copilot is a good example. It's still the beginning. What we see here, it's really amazing what it delivers, but it's the beginning. I think it will change really stuff and the way how we're working. And this is important that we also have mindset set change to be open for technologies and really adapt this and find solutions for your blockers.
Yeah, absolutely. Great advice from both of you. There's so much more to come. Oh my God, right? It's so exciting. I can't wait.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Catch
Thank you,
up again.
Michael. Yes.
We will do.
All right. Thank you for watching Tackling Tech. Until next time.